Hello, you movers, you shakers, you visionary makers. I'm Sky Sheridan, and welcome to another episode of Under One Sky, where we see solutions, hear humanity, and feel the future, having life discussions that build better communities. So today, I'm super excited to have one of my friends and also a great genius mind on the show. His name is Paolo Nardi Fernandez, and he has had an incredible journey to get to where he is. He is an AI master. He's run his own sustainable consulting firm. So I'm really excited to have Paolo on the show today. So let's get right into it then. So, hey, Paolo, welcome to the show.
Yes, Sky, thank you for having me.
It's so
Looking
funny.
forward for it.
You definitely, I mean, not only are you a great speaker and you've done this so much, but you're just like such a fantastic personality with a great heart and obviously a genius mind. So we're so lucky to have you on the program today. And I'm going to just fire off some rapid questions right away that we come from Discord, from our community at Discord. So for the listeners, in case you ever want to get part of the conversation, we've created a Discord community that will help guide some of these conversations about how to build better communities, which is what the show is all about. And what was your favorite toy as a child?
I'd say that the GameCube was probably my favorite toy as a child. I was really thinking about it, and I was like, what is the one toy that maybe got me in the most trouble? And I'd say that it was either the PlayStation 1 or the GameCube, because
Okay.
when I was just playing those video games, like I could get lost in them. So I'd say that was definitely my favorite toy as a child. Yeah.
What is your star sign?
I am a Libra, quite a big
Woo-hoo.
Libra.
All about the balance, right? Did you know we have a full moon in Libra today, actually, speaking of your sign?
Oh, well, would you look at that
So
alignment?
get, get ready for the illumination, right? What would you say that your superpower is?
I'd say that it's my capacity to see through the darkness, and to see the positives that come out of it. I'd say that I'm a very resilient person, and that I have a capacity to really take in a bad experience and transform it into the lessons that are meant for me to learn. So I kind of, for me, that's has really helped me during my journey. And I think that also comes with a lot of compassion and empathy, both for the situation, for myself, for the people involved. um, I just don't. I have a very difficult time jumping into judgments. I rather have an objective understanding of the situation, and for me, the compassion of understanding that, you know what, when someone hurts us or something hurts us in our lives, there's so many nuances behind it that I can't believe everything that my mind is putting out to be.
What is your hobby or creative outlet besides the
Ooh,
GameCube?
no, that's
or
not really a
or
creative outlet. That was
or
just a
or
gaming outlet.
or running algorithms in your mind at night when you're sleeping. Kind of sure.
Well, this is it's a difficult one because I've been thinking about this one, and for me, life is a constant creation, right? So my creative outlets, it's like I'm always creating, whether that is through my work, whether that is through writing, whether that is through poetry, whether that is through music. For me, I try to understand what is the languages that I can use to express myself and the forms. So, but I'd say that if I'm feeling really stuck or overwhelmed, what really helps me is
I,
dancing ecstatically, just dancing, letting it out, moving the energy, and allow my body to express the things that I can't put into words. For me, that's like the clearest form of creative outlet, you could say, because the other ones are kind of part of a process.
yeah, I love that too. I mean, we share that in common. One of these days, I can't wait to go to a dance with you and just like let go.
Oh yeah.
It also is like it creates
Malmo.
this. Yeah. What were you gonna
Malmo,
say?
Sweden. I was just gonna say, in Malmo, here in Malmo, we have a lot of cool dances, ecstatic dances in the summer. Good vibes, good people. Just,
That
you're welcome. Mi casa es tu casa.
Muchas gracias, hermano. We're a very international show. I'm like, it's so crazy because we have such a global community in the Sky Farms community as we're merging to this Under One Sky brand. And it's so nuts. We have like somebody from Nigeria on the show. We've got like Lebanon, we've got China. It's so nuts. And now we've got Malmo. But this is a good segue into your background. You are kind of a man of the globe, right?
I am.
Can you share a little bit about your journey? Like, where you came from, where you've been, how you got to Malmo?
Well, I was born in Guadalajara, Mexico. My mother is Mexican Spanish. My father is Italian. So I kind of already have three different cultures and nationalities already embedded into my bloodstream. Um, when I was 10 years old, I moved to Spain. So I kind of like from the age of 10 to the age of 14, I was hopping between Spain and Mexico. So it was like Mexico, Spain, Spain, Mexico, Mexico, Spain.
What age was that? Like, can you give us
I was 10.
My God, 10 years old, and you were like hopping continents.
Yes. And that was really the beginning of an experience of kind of understanding what it's like to miss people, what it means to lose people, to go to a completely new environment, to adapt, to have to learn a new language. Because when I went to Spain, they also spoke Catalan there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was all very, very new, and it definitely taught me the fear of losing someone, and also kind of like the impermeability of life. Like it really just changed, right? I was of course excited, but I love my family a lot, and for me, I think that really started a journey where it kind of separated me from my family from a like very young age. So I've always felt like very distant from my family because of that.
Right.
But nonetheless, it was a good experience. Kept going back and forth. Difficult years, I would say.
Yeah, you're somebody who's like experienced, I think, like myself, which I've already shared with the listeners in the first episode, a lot of trauma. I think you've experienced a lot of trauma, and obviously being away from your family at such a young age can create a lot of attachment issues, obviously, right? Abandonment issues, all those types of issues.
Yes.
I mean, you are the example of a human being who has had some real hardships, and made them into gold. And so that's kind of an alchemical process that you have within your being.
Well, it's a superpower, right?
That's your superpower.
The transformation, the seeing
You're a
the
magician.
lessons.
You're a magician.
I was actually called that at my job the other day. So
I love that so much because it's so who you are.
when you talk about attachment styles and all these things, right? Like my father was also very absent. So even before moving like into Spain, there was already kind of that imprint in me of what it was like to have a close figure that is very important in our development, not necessarily be there. So once I moved to Spain, it was like I felt really alone. We went there with my mom's ex-boyfriend, so it was also someone that as a child I had a little bit of difficulties with, jealousy, whatever.
Totally get
And
that.
and it wasn't like those period of our lives were also the best. It's not like they had the healthiest relationship ever either. I mean, moving back and forth can tell you a little bit about the relationship dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that was a constant state of ambivalence. There was a constant state of uncertainty. And I think from that moment on, for like the next, I'd say 14, 15 years of my life, that's kind of how I always felt. And I always lived in this state of like limbo, of not fully feeling like, okay, where am I going to go next? Where am I going to stay? Can I truly set up my roots and be in one place where my constant childhood has taught me that I'm going to move every 2 years, every 5 years? I think lots of uncertainty during those moments. Not the easiest time in my life, but it also, it taught me a lot of things. It taught me about resilience, my adaptability, my capacity to make the most out of any situation. It really showed me that, no matter where I went, I could still make friends. I could meet new people. There was nuances, there was new cultures. It allowed me to expand my mindset, to realize the commonality that we have across countries, across borders, which was something that at that time, like I didn't realize what I was learning, right? But now where I look back, I can see those lessons and really value them because they've given me a truly global perspective. But in the back of my mind, there was still a sense of, but I can't do what they can.